Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your weekly reading and we're going to see what's coming in for you. We've got the theme for the week is the Wand Princess Fire Palace. Okay. Wow, you're potentially getting some messages coming in around your career, your work, your creativity, your passion. There's some sort of new passion that's igniting here. And yeah, it's kind of an interesting energy to come through with the Wand Princess Fire Palace. It's a beautiful energy where there's something that's developing. There's something new that's igniting you, which is actually really lovely. So let's pull. It's kind of interesting because when I was meditating and tuning in for you, Virgo, I was getting a sense of you looking at something and then going, what am I going to do with that? Like maybe trying to kind of fix a problem or work something out. So the Wand Princess might also be someone around you that's younger, that's really enthusiastic, that's really like, I want to be doing this. So it's that young, youthful kind of fresh energy that comes in, this new spark. The Hanged Man, okay. The Nine of Swords. So this is where I do feel like there's a sense that there's something you're wanting to kind of work on or fix. The Page of Pentacles. So you've got two pages here. So the Wand Princess is the same as the Page of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles. So look at all this lovely earth energy coming in for you. And the Three of Pentacles. Okay. This is you find a very pragmatic solution, and the Page of Swords. So more pages. The Page of Swords is about having an open, curious mind. There's a lot of information coming to you. There's solutions and messages coming to you. So this is kind of where I got, okay, I got a problem here. I want to fix it. So, and this is where you're kind of getting motivated. You're starting small. It may be something you don't have a lot of experience with as well. Or maybe you're kind of wanting to get, wanting to bring people in that know what they're doing or that have done this before. So interesting, but this is the situation, the Hanged Man and the Nine of Swords. And it's kind of like you've been thinking and thinking and thinking a lot about this, and you just can't find a solution inside your mind. You know, the Nine of Swords is perhaps this is to do with, you know, just so much going around. You might be feeling a bit stressed and worried about something. The Hanged Man is, you know, try looking at something from a very, very different perspective. But I feel like no matter what angle you've looked at something, it's like I haven't been able to work out how to find an answer. But the answer's coming this week, which is great, which suddenly it's like, right, now I can get going and I can get motivated, which is fantastic because it feels like there's been some stagnant energy around. There's been delays or something got put on hold, which in itself can like create a bit of a worry, or you can be maybe even having some sleepless nights. Maybe you've been having struggle with like your sleeping patterns for whatever reason. But I do feel like this energy is just kind of stagnation, worry. And then it's like, okay, the three wands. I mean, the three pages is what I'm trying to say here. It's like the Holy Trinity. We've got the Page of Pentacles, the Page of the Page of Wands, and the Page of Swords. It's like, it's kind of interesting because the pages do represent like children or teenagers as well. So it may be that a lot of this is to do with anything to do with those sort of people in your life. But it can also be that these people might actually look at the younger energies or the new things that are happening around you at this moment in time, the new things that are developing. This is where you're potentially going to get the answers from. So whether this is like a younger generation or a new generation of ideas, or you're just seeing a whole heap of new, there's just so much new things happening at the moment. And I feel like that's really helping you to kind of develop, because this Page of Pentacles is very much in your element. It's in the element of earth. So this is what I love. These cards, you're kind of looking at something and going, right, now I want to do this. Now I want to develop it. And you could be starting to get a bit excited about it because suddenly the spark is there. You know, the seed is being activated because it's got the fire of the Wand Princess. And then you've got the solution and the ideas coming to you of the Page of Swords. And suddenly it's like, oh, it's all happening. It's all suddenly starting to make sense. And now I'm kind of, you know, it's suddenly something seems real and something seems possible, which is really exciting. There's this sense of excitement. And the Knight of Pentacles is, you know, there's no rush about stepping into this. You're taking a good look at it. You could be thinking long term with this. So maybe this is something that you just want to take slow. Maybe you're getting the message to slow down a little bit, because these energies here of the three pages could be a little bit like it's a brainstorming energy of like a lot of energy whirling around and around and around and around. It doesn't necessarily, it needs to ground down a little bit more. It needs to ground down and mature, and it's moving forward from the page to the night, which is good because it's like moving forward slowly and grounding in to a more mature energy already. It's already becoming something that is becoming more tangible, which is good. The Knight of Pentacles can also be that you're thinking longer term. So it's saying being really practical, no need to rush. There might be a moment of pause and to be able to kind of work out a plan. The Three of Pentacles is also really nice because there's other people that might be on board. This is the card of productivity, collaboration. There's other people around. So it's saying don't rush into something because there's other people coming out of the woodwork here that can really help you, that have the skills and gifts and abilities that you need at this moment in time. But it's also saying that there is a gift that you have, a very unique gift and ability, like skill that you can use towards this. So it's kind of needed, which is really good because you're going to feel really needed here. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a really fantastic energy to come in because I keep getting that this is something that needs to be well built, well made. It's something that potentially could withstand the test of time. It could be something of great beauty that you're bringing in here. So if this is a new relationship, say, because it could be with these 3 pages, it's something new. It could be anything, like because we've got all the different elements here. The only element we don't have is the Page of Cups. So it's something, there's a lot of fire and air around at the moment, but the Page of Pentacles is very grounded. So it's something that, you know, it's not just an idea or something you want to do. You're going to make it happen as well. So yeah, that's really, really important. And yeah, the element of earth is good because it's happening on your element, but it definitely is, you know, slow and steady wins the race with this one, definitely. So, but use that lovely enthusiastic energy to kind of propel this forward, to move it forward. So yeah, I mean, it can be anything. It can be starting something new around your work or your money with the Page of Pentacles, or something around the home. Could be something to do with your career, especially as well. It could be something really creative. It could be the Page of Swords sometimes represents a lot of information coming to you online. It can represent study, like thinking about studying or learning something, some kind of new skill. So there's a lot of things, but it's just something new is very activated, is being activated inside of you that is, you know, the ideas are whirling around and around and around here. Okay, let's see what animal energy you're working with here, Virgo. The Lamb. Okay, speaking of new, there's a naivety that comes through with this. There's a freshness, there's an innocence, but again, this is the element of earth, which is really, really nice. It's something new, something very new. And again, the Lamb represents children. It can represent children. It can represent, you know, something that is young, that is ready to be developed and grow into something. There's innocence around this as well. So it's a little bit like the teenage energy, is that new energy of just transitioning into maturity, but everything still feels like kind of exciting or overwhelming, or, you know, everything's always, it's new experiences, a lot of intense new experiences coming in. And that's kind of what it may even be bringing you back to something that occurred when you're a teenager. So this is something, it just keeps getting this like teenager or inner child energy around it, like this youthful energy with the Lamb. But that it needs to kind of have that energy, not feel really cynical. It does need to have that beautiful lamb-like energy, and it needs to be something that's protected. You know, it is quite vulnerable. So it's like, that's why I like it's the Knight of Pentacles right next to it. It's yeah, keep some protections around this. So yeah, it may be that you're feeling this is something that you could be feeling sensitive about, or you may be feeling a bit more sensitive at this period of time. Let's see, we've got the Four of Shells, soul searching and reevaluation. So it's kind of interesting as a take-home message, because that's what I feel like a lot of this this Hanged Man and Nine of Swords energy is, like the soul searching and the reevaluating with something that you're at. And then it's like you land on something here with the Page of Pentacles that feels very new and different perhaps. And so it's kind of something beautiful is being birthed out of this soul-searching energy, or the sense of going back over something. It doesn't have to necessarily feel like a soul-searching, because it can be a sense of going back over something and reevaluating. So yeah, it feels like an important energy to come through, and it's very kind of Mercury retrograde, the reevaluation of going back over some old ground and seeing where you're at. But it feels like you make kind of like a little mini breakthrough here, and you're able to kind of get that sense of, instead of feeling a bit lost and in the dark, you get the fire back, and it feels fun and exciting and new. A lot of new things, starting something new energies. So yeah, and maybe a lot of new connections coming in, maybe a lot of working with people in new, different ways or new ideas. So yeah, and this may be just that you're seeing that online as well. So there's a lot to be working with, but some very exciting new developments are coming in here for you, Virgo. Take it slow, be really pragmatic, but it's growing into something potentially really long-term, well-made and beautiful, and something that you're going to truly, it's like a precious gift that you truly value here. So that's it. That's the reading. So thanks so much for joining me, and please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and take care.